Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if we are on here, and we are. What is going on? It is another rainy day, May 30th, 2019, talking about changing patterns. Question of the day, when do we change patterns? Change patterns when we're stale, when things are just kind of stagnant. You have to change it up. You have to change up what you're doing, especially if you're not seeing results. You constantly have to change it up. This is the reason why, our workouts actually go this way. You'll always see something different. You always have to change it up. You'll never get, not good at something. You're always going to be, there's always something more. There's always something different. You never look forward to the same thing. It's constantly changing. Really, the only thing that you look forward to is the fact that it does change. So change patterns when you get stale, when things get stagnant, all right? Hence the reason why you're here. Workout for today, 12 minutes long. We have 25 sit-ups, 10 deadlifts, 25 squats. You can see it right here. I got 135 on the bar right now. Let's talk deadlifts. It's the main movement in here. Want to be able to link these up, or at least sets of 5. Feel free to increase the weight each round. I mean, get creative with these workouts. This is a framework. We put up here a framework of the workouts that you can do. Feel free to add, take away, substitute, but you get the idea. And we'll pick a technical movement or something to go over for that day, or probably the most important part. Especially if we want you to be focusing on it throughout this workout. And here it is the deadlift. Anytime that you see deadlift, especially starting off, we focus big on this. Here's one you can get injured with. If we don't, in fact, pull our shoulder blades back and protect this lower back. All right, so worst case or worst thing that we can start to do is pull with our back here. We want to protect or get organized up top first, and then be able to go down and pick up the bar. So I'm going to squeeze my shoulders in the back. I'm going to send my hips back. And I'm going to keep a nice flat back position all the way until I can grab the bar. You're not going to be able to see this, but again, go back to a couple other videos, or if you can remember this, hook grip. Thumb is underneath. 2 fingers are going to wrap around my own thumb. All right, so from here, I want to just take out the slack. What do I mean by that? If I'm loose here and I don't want to jerk it or snap it off of the ground, I want to be able to squeeze the weight off of the ground, and I want to be able to push the floor away. So I want to take all the slack out and then be able to start to push the floor slowly away. These are just hooks. These are just hooks on the bar. They're not doing any pulling. So I don't want us to pull the bar. That's why it's kind of really, when we say pull off of the ground, it's really a push. What you're doing is you're setting yourself up to be able to push the bar off of the ground. And then when you get into the clean and then the snatch, it's exploding off of the ground. Instead of a nice slow, I'm going to say back half here deadlift, right? In a clean or a snatch, you're getting the bar in a position where you can literally jump as hard and as high as you possibly can, and then be able to do either catch it or pull yourself underneath it. But here, deadlift, protect this back, squeeze the shoulders. Okay, squeeze the weight off of the ground, keeping the bar as close as possible to you. I'm just going to let it slide down. Hips go back. Arms are locked. Hamstrings are loaded. All the way to the ground. All right, 10 at a time. 12 minutes long. 25 sit-ups before that. Then we hit this for 10. And then we have 25 squats. I really didn't intend any weight on this. Although you see Ava picked up some weight yesterday. On top of the front squats, or just the squats in general. These don't need to be weighted, but what I'm looking for is a good, solid squat. You know, we can hold our arms up, but I really want us to focus on getting below parallel and standing back up, right? Really focus on that full squat. And then we also talked about this not too long ago, but where do I want my knees to drive? I want my knees to drive outward. So I'm sitting back, I'm driving my knees outward, I'm keeping my chest nice and tall, okay? My chest is nice and tall. So I can sit here. I used to sit in meetings in like this, in the back. You know, meetings were boring, and you know, if I just kind of sat there, I'd fall asleep. So I'd get in the back. Plus, you know, my back, you know, I got to stretch out. I'd sit in the back like this, you know, work on this position, and people would be like, "What are you doing?" I mean, it's an amazing position to be in. You'll see why. You'll be able to catch the weight, be mobile, overhead stuff, right? Work on our mobility to be able to get back. I feel like I'm tight here. That's pretty tight for me. We all got a lot of work to do, but it's just a patient game, consistent game, changing patterns especially. Let's crush the day. Let's have a good one. Enjoy this rain.